everybody, welcome back to my channel, and those who are new, welcome to Create You, a place where I'm here to help you create your best you, inspire you to create your best art, and give you the courage to live your best life. Welcome back everybody, and today is going to be a breast video. Yay! Well, kind of a part one to breasts, or how breasts are drawn, and then we can go on to the rest of the body and full body and things like that, or whatever you guys want to learn. Or if you have questions for me, let me know. But today is going to be a breast video. And breasts, for my characters and my type of anime style art, I create bigger breast women because I'm a big breast woman. Hello, want to represent for people who look like me. No offense to anybody else, but just saying. And I love curves and things. So, but there are people who have smaller breasts also, but breasts are like a balloon filled with either water or cream or some type of soft substance. And so breasts are kind of like that because it is mostly fatty tissue. So what I've done here is I have created little templates or croquis, what in the fashion world we call, the outer kind of like the mock of the body, a croquis before we put clothes on them, but kind of something like that to kind of show you how I create my size breasts. I will do smaller, medium size to a larger size chest, or depending on how I place them. I might want to do the bigger chest in the middle. So and how it may fall, and show you some ways of how you can relate it to a balloon, so it can help you out a little bit. I hope it helps you out. So definitely get your pens, your pencils, your tablets, or whatever you use, and class is in session. Let's start sketching, okay? So what I can do, let's see if I can get maybe a reference here. So dun, dun, dun. There's a lot of big booby references in anime, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, here's one. Okay, you see how her breasts are very voluptuous and they're round, but there's some weightage to it, because if you look closer, you see here, there's this area here, the breast is here, but there's this area of muscle where the tissue falls and it drops a bit. So I'm going to give you a small example of what that may look like, balloon style, so you kind of get a reference of what I'm saying. So I'm going to do a small sketch here. So you have say you have like a balloon, let me make another layer here. Say you have a stick, right? Ooh, don't want to use that. Not pen pencil right now. We're doing sketching. So I'm going to use the pencil. I'm going to use is a pencil eraser brush, which is in the Ergo VIP pack, which will be in the description box below for you guys and how you can get it. But okay, so you have a stick and a balloon is on the stick, right? It's just like how the body is. You see, like, the neck is up here. I can't draw on here, but the neck is up here, and the breast is hanging off the muscle in a way. So let me see if I can show you a little bit easier of that. Okay, so you have the balloon, right? We're gonna draw a balloon, but it's filled with something. So it's on a string, and we have the balloon, little top of the balloon here. We have it on a string, my goodness, a stick, and it's hanging, right? So it's hanging off the top of the stick, but there's going to be some weightage here because of what the balloon is filled with, right? So there's going to be some air pocketage. I don't know. You know what I mean? Air pocket up here where the liquid or fatty tissue would not be. So that's where the muscle would fall, and that's where the breast and the fatty tissue would lay. So you have that triangle area, which would be here on the muscle, and the breast down here where that mass and that fatty tissue lives. So that's a pretty good reference. And see, you can even see it better here. You can see how that skin is pulled downwards off the muscle and the breast and the fatty tissue there. So that's a better example of that pulling of that weight. So breasts, unless you got them professionally done, they're never high up on the chest. Doesn't work like that. Gravity does not work like that. Coming from somebody who knows, it does not work like that. Wish it did, but it doesn't. So what we're gonna do, this is a good example, so because her breasts are massive. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm gonna do the middle chest here. So see how her chest, this is her chest, and the, what's it call it? Collarbone is right here. I believe that's collarbone. And this is where her chest comes down, and here. So and this is where the arm is, right? When you have larger breasts, your breasts literally come from your underarm. Yeah, it's weird, but that's how it works. So let's go ahead and start from the underarm. Remember that pulling, that area right here where the muscle is? The muscle would be here, the muscle would be here, right? Like in the male's body, that muscle there. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna come down like it's hanging, and then we're gonna bring it, and bring that breast down. Okay, because we want to have some weightage to it. So, okay. All right, so, and then here, we're gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna come from the underarm area, which is here, because when you have larger breasts, they tend to come from the underarm and scoop down. So again, you have the muscle, that muscle, the collarbone here, muscle, and boob. So you have the boob. I'll color it in so you can see what the boob is. Boobs, the breasts, and breasts, okay? And then you have muscle. Hold on, let me change it to something different. You have muscle under there and muscle under here. Because remember, the breast hangs under the muscle, over the muscle. That's why some women can lift their breasts up like that. They have strong chest muscles. The chest muscle is there. So let me finish that middle one off. And this is the larger breast, I would say. Or, get the... All right. Like so. Okay, and then you want to finish it off by bringing in the waist, belly button. Sorry, my dog heard somebody else bark, so now Dior's offended. Okay, so that is what a bigger breast will look like, okay? So you have that big breast there. Let's go on to someone with smaller boobs. Smaller breasts. Let's see how those will fall. So let's find another reference. She has smaller boobs. Yay! From oh my gosh, Fate Night, granddaughter. Fate granddaughter. Lord, I need to get it together. It's kind of late tonight, so I'm so sorry. Bear with me, guys. I wanted to get this out to you, but yeah. So let's go on to the smaller breast. So same concept. We have the collarbone, of course, right? Then, of course, you have the muscle, which is underneath the breast, right? Of course, arm. Okay, you have the muscle, and then let's go into the breast. When you have smaller breasts, it still comes from the armpit, but it's not as prevalent. The curve isn't as elongated and as weighted as it is when you have the bigger breast size. So like hers, you can see how it still comes from the arm, but it doesn't come all the way down. It doesn't elongate down, because when you have smaller breasts, gravity doesn't take hold as much. Gravity still has the power, but it does not take hold and pull down as much because there's not as much weight. So you would do the same thing. You would have the muscle here, right? But then you have a little something called itty bitty titty committees. We love them. We appreciate them. Okay. And then they don't have very much cleavage either, because of the fact that their breasts aren't as prominent, which is completely fine, but it does not show as much cleavage. So most likely they would have the line here and a line here maybe, but that's about it for when they have smaller breasts. And some breasts are bigger than this because there's so many different sizes and things like that, so you can make it a little bit bigger if you like, but that's really up to you. So again, we go back in, make sure I'm on the right layer. Yeah. Okay, again, remember the breast tissue is fat. It's nothing but fat, right? So again, you have the breast here, but the muscle is still in here. But the fatty tissue is in this area. As you can see, her fatty tissue is in that area. See that? Okay. Okay. And remember that all bodies are different, and where things land are different, and it's really up to your artistic liking and preference, and where you want it to fall, or where you like it to fall, or where you want the collarbone to be, because all that has to do with the anatomy and things like that too, which I can't lie, I'm always working on, because I feel like there's still so much I have to learn, and doing this for you guys really does help me learn a lot. Because I'm challenging myself to show and teach, and I've never really taught before, so this is such a great practice for me, and a challenge for me, and it's kind of a fear too, because I always have felt like my art wasn't ever good enough, and I didn't know enough to teach. Even though I've gone to school and things like that, I just felt like I didn't retain as much to teach. So doing this for you guys, it's a huge leap of faith for me, and I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it helps you even a little bit, because that would be so awesome and so meaningful to me, that this does help you in some way, shape, or form. And if you guys need any other help with any other thing, or you just want to learn more, or we can learn together, definitely let me know what you want to see and what you want to learn. I know I got a message on IG from an I Am Fammer talking about they would love to learn how to do the whole body, so that's definitely coming up soon too. So let's go ahead and shade this in a bit so you see the breast tissue and the muscle. Okay, so now we're going to do a medium-sized chest on this one. So we have a big chest, smaller chest, and then a medium-sized type chest. So, and even like going back to the water balloon reference, when people draw women laying down and they have a nice sized breast, or even a smaller breast, when it lays on something flat, it expands. So just like a balloon, again, the balloon reference is on a stick, right? But it's on like a table or something. So this is the table, this is the stick, and this is the top of the balloon, right? So when it's laying down on something, it'll do something like that. Right? Because whatever is in it is weighing it down on whatever it's sitting on. Breasts are the same way. The same way. So because of that fatty tissue here, shade that in and shade that in a little bit. That fatty tissue is going to make the breast expand because the tissue, the breast is in, it's like a sack filled with fatty tissue. So when it lays on something, it'll expand out because of that pressure of the flat table, bed, pillow, whatever it's laying on is going to push it up against itself and expand it out a little bit. So let me change this. I'm going to change something for you guys. Hold on. I am going to see if I can do an example for you of that. So this right here. So let me see. Okay, so here we go. So arm, back, arch, right? Okay, so here we go. So imagine a woman is laying on a bed, right? Okay, neck. Okay, anyway. And arm, and sorry, quick sketch. Because I wasn't planning on doing this one. Alright. Hip, booty, and stomach. Okay. Alright, so you see here how what I'm saying is that when breasts lay down, whoa, too big. Whoa. Okay, when you're laying down, I'm gonna do it sideways so you can see what I'm saying. When you're laying down, and when I lay down on my stomach, your breasts will flatten out but expand because the tissue that's inside has to move to get rid of that pressure of me laying on the bed or whatever I'm laying on. So it has to expand out to give the tissue room to move, right? So that's laying completely flat on a bed, okay, or on a flat surface. This is more so if somebody cradled a breast in their hand and it's just sitting in their hand. That's more the example for that, because you're just lightly holding it and it's just sitting there. It's not really flattening out by the pressure of the body weight and the flat surface coming together. So that's the example for that. So I hope that helps a little bit understand what I'm saying. But yeah, for a long time I just didn't think that I knew enough to teach. And my father's an artist, and he's been an art teacher for as long as I've known him. So yeah, and he actually taught fashion sketching at the college I went to. And he couldn't be my teacher, which sucked because he was the best teacher out of the entire school, but it was big shoes to fill, because they were like, oh, you're so-and-so's kid. And it's like, yep, I'm so-and-so's kid. So it's like they expected so much more from me, and it was a little bit of pressure, but it was all good. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Now I'm going to do like a medium-sized set of breasts here. Let's see. And I've noticed that so many people have different ways that they create nipples, which I didn't know was a thing, but I guess it's true because breasts have everybody has a different breast that look different. So I guess that makes a lot of sense that every artist, most artists have a certain way that they draw breasts, because maybe the breasts that they have or that they've seen look that way, maybe. But anyway, we're gonna do the same thing. And usually medium-sized breasts have some cleavage there, so we're gonna put some cleavage there. And these breasts are a little bit higher up. Like the smaller set of breasts are usually higher up because there's not that much gravity. So we're gonna lift these up just a tad bit because these breasts are medium size, and so the gravity is not gonna take hold of these too much. So, but yeah, so same thing. And what I've gotten used to doing, which, you know, growing up as an artist, I didn't do, and you would think I would know to do this because I have breasts, but it's so much funny things that you don't pay attention to that you have, that breasts come into. It's so funny. It comes into itself, so it doesn't stop. Like, there's times when I've seen artists do this. It's fine. They do this right here, and they leave that part completely open, right? No, wrong layer. It's okay. No worries. It's a practice sketch anyway. But yeah, they just leave this part open. No, breasts don't work like that. Breasts go all the way up into itself, and matching into that chest area. And it's so crazy because even when you lean forward, and that's what I had down here, but like if a woman leans forward, hold on, let me okay, and this is her shoulder, and this is the shoulder, and she leans forward, and she leans down, this is what her breasts are going to do. She has big breasts. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The struggle is real in these parts, okay? Okay, your breasts are going to do this. If you lean forward right now and you have big breasts, this is what you're going to look. Do it right now. Take a pause, take a 5-minute break. No, 2-minute break, and do this. Lean forward. If you take off your bra, lean forward. This is exactly what your breasts do. Because the pocket, sorry, my dog hit the light. But the pocket of tissue is right here. It's like in this area. There's tissues and polyps. Oh my gosh, tissues and all types, breast tissue, fatty tissue, ducts, and all types of things, anatomy things going on in there. So, so yeah, your breasts are gonna do that because of the weight. They're gonna drop. So yeah, it's really, it's kind of cool. I guess it's kind of cool. Boobs are cool, you know. Men like them, you know. Some women like them too, you know. But yeah, so so this is again, we're gonna go into, this is the fatty tissue where the ducts and the ducts are for breast milk, by the way. Okay, when you get pregnant, they get filled up, and that's where the breast milk comes up. It comes in for all the people who did not know. Now you know. And this is the chest muscle that's underneath that fatty tissue and the ducts, all that great stuff. That's also in here, right? And of course it comes down, but it's all up in here. Okay, so we have the small boob breasts, massive breasts, and medium breasts, right? So we have the small, large, medium. Okay, and let's do one more in like a cute kind of a pose. So again, you have your collarbone, but then you have the chest, okay, and the chest muscle. The chest muscles are, where am I at? Okay, the chest muscles are in here. Everyone has chest muscles, okay. And again, make like a kind of a sack coming from the armpit area. And then draw it again. Do 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 do. Theme music going on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. If I had my own theme music. I need to come up with a theme song. Anybody come up with some theme music, let me know. Okay. So here we go. Alright, and remember you always want to take the line for the breast all the way into the chest muscle, because you don't want it to have that weird gap like I showed you before down here where it's just empty. No, because when you lean over, breasts come straight from the chest muscle, and depending on how big or small the breast is depends on how low they would hang. You see what I'm saying? Because of that weight. So and that's completely up to you. That is completely up to you. There we go. All right. And there you have it. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it helps you in some way, shape, or form. Let me know, guys, if you want more of this content, if you want more of me helping you. What else would you like to learn? What else do you want to see? Check out my Patreon. My Patreon is now launched, and there's some really extra special NSFW content on there. Some content that is completely exclusive and only for my patrons every single month. And throughout the month, there's different pictures I put up there. They get broken down step by step of certain things that I do. They get speed paints that nobody else will see. So definitely be a patron. It's only for $2. There's a tier for $2 and a tier for $4. So definitely check that out. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hit that notification